Morning. So this is lowering the van part 2. I've had to face facts. It's definitely too low at the back. I got it up on the ramp, as you can see. I nicked the torsion bars out of the diesel rear beam because these ones are meant to be a bit stiffer. So I thought while I'm doing it, I might as well take the torsion bars out of this one, swap it for the stiffer ones because that'll obviously be a bit better where it's lowered. And then yeah, gonna fit them. So that's what I'm doing now. I think I can do it with the wheels on. So I'm gonna kind of make a mental note of how it sits here. I'm gonna take the torsion bars out, drop it down a bit, and then put the new torsion bars in, try and get it a little bit, as in get this wheel hanging a bit lower than it is now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Take these caps off, hopefully I can get them out. Wish me luck. I would genuinely be lost without these bearing pullers. And I'm actually surprised the torsion bars come out. Once I get past the splines, it should go a lot easier. I can just pull them. It's getting easier. A bit more. There we go. Woohoo! Always gets a bit wobbly, get a bit stuck there rather. Right, let's take the puller out. So, just letting the ramp down. Gonna see how it looks. I sort of moved them around the spline each side, obviously. And I swapped to the van torsion bars. They are a little bit fatter. Just waiting for it to hit the deck and see what it looks like. Well, that hasn't changed. Jay, you were right. I should have gone another spline. Can I make it lower? I don't know, it's a bit higher. I don't feel like it's changed. Yeah, maybe. Alright. I'll go around another spline. Whoops. Yeah. Shut up, Jay. I'm going to do it with the wheels on this time. So I took the wheels off to get some more room in there. But now I know the torsion bars ain't seized. I should be able to obviously get them out a lot easier with the wheels on. Yeah. Yeah. Twisted the splines around again. Letting the ramp down again. Let's see if it's any better this time. Big shout out to Jamie. I've got a friend helping me this time. Moment of truth. Do it from this angle, it looks better. What the fuck? How many times do I have to turn the splines around? It just doesn't change. How's it doing that? I've definitely moved them. I hate torsion bars. Is it any higher? No, don't look it, is it? No. No, it doesn't. Alright. Let's try again. So, not gonna lie, been mucking about with suspension. Managed to get the torsion bars up to a decent height. And then I've raised the front ever so slightly to try and even it up a little bit. So I'm hoping this is the one. I've just put all the wheels back on with all 4 wheel nuts. So I'm just putting 2 in at a time, letting it down, see what it look like. Ugh, 8:30 again. Hey, that looks alright. Check that out. See, the wheel's not disappearing now. It actually looks a sensible ride height. Should have some actual clearance now. What's the other side look like? Let me torque the wheels up. And a bit more of a gap that side. I think this side could do coming a bit higher, but I'll muck about with that once I've got brakes. I'm about to order a master cylinder. Yeah, looks better. Right, let me get in the middle, see what it looks like. And so, this is the end result. It's not as low as it was. Obviously it was like the wheel was proper tucked under the arch, but now I think it looks a little bit more sensible. I've got a nice arch gap all the way around as well now, so there's no chance of it rubbing anywhere. Unless I put like loads of weight in the van, but I don't think I will. Obviously with the van torsion bars that I've put in it now, rather than the Renault 5 Turbo torsion bars, it should be a little bit stiffer at the back too. So yeah, happy with that. I still need to square up the front a little bit on the coilovers. It's quite hard to see, but if you look at the gap between the top of that tyre and that wheel arch, and then you look at the gap between the top of this tyre and the wheel arch, doesn't show that well on camera. There's a subtle difference, and it does show a little bit of the back where the front's obviously not sitting too square. The back sits a little bit off, but overall I'm happy. At least it drives nice now. Doesn't rub. I can actually use it and be semi-sensible. Only semi. Yeah, right. Just need to wait for the master cylinder, fit that, bleed the brakes, and it's back on road again. Go for a road test and see how horrendous it actually is. Yeah. Right, I'm going home. Bye-bye. Right, now I need to sort out the brakes. So I've got this. Look at that. Fresh off eBay, 40 quid. Bargain. Hopefully it's the right one. I've took the airbox off. It's down there, obviously. And I'm going to take the reservoir off and strip it off, see if it fits. Let's crack on. So, I've pulled the reservoir off. As you can see, good to see that the new cylinder I've got looks about right. Yeah, I'll go with that, he says. Yeah, that'll do. The reservoir, obviously I've pulled it off, fluid went everywhere. I did put a bowl underneath it, but obviously it all missed the bowl because that's just the motor trade. Here's the reservoir, and you can see all the crap that's built up in the bottom, especially around the little hole that goes into the master itself. So I'm pretty confident that some of that crud got sucked in, and that's what's caused me all the aggravation I'm having. So I'll give this a good clean out, obviously, before it goes back on. Fresh fluid, and hopefully I can get a pedal. Oh man, I should put some gloves on. Right, put some gloves on, undo the rest of the pipes, take the master off, put the new one on. I'm not going to bore you and show you how to undo pipes and stuff, that's just crap. So the next shot, you'll see it all fitted. Done. Master cylinder's on. Like that. Let me light it up so you can see it better. Cleaned it all off with a bit of brake cleaner, hit it with the airline just to make it nice and dry so I can check all the fittings for leaks and stuff. Clean this as best as I could. Outside's grubby, inside pretty damn good. There's a bit of staining in there. I should really replace this, but the heck am I going to get a brake master cylinder for a 1980s Renault Extra van? I don't know, and I'm going to have to make do with this. So yeah, right, I'm going to get the master cylinder on, and then I'm going to put some brake fluid in it and try and bleed the brakes. So yeah, let's crack on. Told you I missed the bowl. Ugh. This side, by the way, is the one with the broken nipple in the caliper. So I've literally cracked the pipe off and I've got the spanner holding it open. Hence there's fluid dripping out. Not all of that's from that. Most of it's from when I pulled the reservoir off and spilt it. Got the pressure bleeder on, although you can hear that. It's leaking. Sealy, what do you expect? But I did just hear a load of air come out that pipe that I've got cracked off. So I'm going to take it up. I'm going to tighten that pipe back up. I'm going to clean off all the bleed nipples. Then I'm going to see if I've got brakes. Yeah. Done. I have brakes. Quite happy about that, as you can see. Just washed the floor. Obviously, because I made an absolute mess. Do you know what the best thing for getting brake fluid off the floor is? Water. Yep, just hit it with a hose. Trust me, try it. So yeah, there's the van. I've put that over the drain. I've washed under the bonnet of that, because obviously there's brake fluid everywhere. Sitting quite nice. Pretty stoked with that. Yeah, right. I think it's time for a little road test. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm going home. Right. Speak to you soon. Bye. Afternoon. Look what I have. Handbrake cables. I got them off eBay because that was like the cheapest place I could find them, and they're proper Quinton Hazel ones, so well, apparently they are anyway. So, got the van in, gonna shove them on the ramp, fit the handbrake cables, and then road test. I can't for the life of me remember how these handbrake cables go. At first, I had them routing around the side of the tank, then up and over onto the calipers. And then I remembered that that was wrong because they cross over the middle of the tank, and then you can see there's like a witness mark there on the tank where the old cable was rubbing. So I think it's something like that. I'm just struggling to make it sit nice. I'm gonna have to obviously add a cable tie so I don't rub on the wheels, but yeah, I might have to get Googling. I thought this would be a 5-minute job. I didn't realise I was gonna be here for ages. Oh well. Right. I think I've got it sussed. So, I'm pretty sure the cables are meant to cross like that as they go down the middle. I can't quite remember, but going by the witness marks, that's what I'm going to say. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't work on Renaults enough to remember this sort of thing off the top of my head. Because the Mark II Fiesta would be mint, but it ain't. So yeah, I've added some cable ties here and here, just to hold it away from the wheel because it was getting a bit close. I don't know if it used to have any retaining clips or anything like that, but they're long gone now. So yeah, it all seems alright. Handbrake pulls up alright. The wheels ain't binding, so, well, when the handbrake's off anyway, so yeah, it's alright. Right, I think it's time for a road test. You'll be excited. Right, so this is the first drive. Hopefully you can see me alright. It's got a little bit dark. I had to stay back and do some paperwork. I had some bits to catch up on, but I've done that. And right, let's go. Quite excited. Straight away. Oh, I've actually take the handbrake off. Straight away I can feel it's going to be bumpy. Oh. I feel like I'm 18 again. When I was like 18, 19, I couldn't afford to insure anything. So everything I had was just on nice wheels and as low as I could get it. Now I mean, this was a rattly old van before I loaded it. Now it's a rattly old van. Speed bump. Oh, shit. Right, need to do that slower. Handle's a lot better. I find myself watching the road a lot more. I'm literally like looking for every little bump. It's like a slalom course now. I tell you what, I definitely need to get some comfier seats for this. Any recommendations? I mean, anything I could put in this that looks quite retro but is a lot more comfier than these? Maybe a Clio or something, I don't know. I'm happy with it though. It does make me wonder though, with the suspension as low as it is, can I still use it as a van? Yes, I can confirm it still works as a van. Right, that'll do for this video guys. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. If you don't, then, well, don't. Cheers guys, bye.